Hey, this is Sasha. Thanks for joining me in today's video. What I want to share with you today is really how to ramp up and grow your business through YouTube and really shift your mindset. So let me give you some thoughts and insights about this so that way you can really see how to really ramp things up on YouTube. So stay tuned. All right, so if you're serious and interested about this process and you actually want a done-for-you service, the team that really works on my channel, and really it's the team that I've created. So it's one of my other businesses. I have multiple businesses. And if you want my same exact team, you want them to do some work for you, keep them busy, go to videoacorn.com. And that's where we can go ahead and do some video editing for you, thumbnail design, YouTube optimization, management, and channel review. So again, they do a lot of great work and personally select the team directly from me. So getting into looking at your YouTube channel and really how to structure it as a business, let's hop on over to the Glassboard. All right, so as you go into building your YouTube channel and business, I think what a lot of people do is they look at a linear approach when they come to building a business. So let's say I go ahead, have kind of this YouTube concept, and then I go ahead and I try to make some money from it. Or I go ahead from YouTube, and then what they do is they go ahead, let me go ahead and point them to a website where I go ahead and get a lead, and then I go ahead and sell a small product. All of this sounds great. You know, you're building out all these funnels, you're trying to make some money, and then you go ahead to a larger product. This is all fine and dandy from the start, but you're still thinking small. This is still small when you look at the concept. Think bigger. How do you think bigger? Well, let me give you an idea. Let's go to a photography example. Let's say you owned a photography studio. Okay, you went ahead and you did photographies. Here's what a lot of photographers do. Now, I basically know because I've been in the industry when I was a photographer back when I started doing a lot of design work. So I'll give you an idea here. Okay, if you're a photographer, you typically will have one website. And then in that website, you go ahead and say, hey, I go ahead and do weddings, which are big business in photography. And just from that alone, I mean, you have photographers making millions of dollars just from the wedding side. But, you know, those are rare cases. If you are brand new, starting out, if you're trying to diversify some things, diversify some risk, yes, a lot of people will tell you, stick to a single focus, like a Michael Jordan, like a Wayne Gretzky. But the problem is not everybody's a Michael Jordan, not everybody's a Wayne Gretzky. We don't all have that 1% or 0.01% talent. We don't all have that. So how do you diversify that risk? Okay, so here you go. Well, why one website that has weddings, and then you have children photos, and then you also have event photos, then you do school photos, and you do sport photos, okay? This is what a lot of people do, is they got one website. But here's the thing, your audience for weddings are looking just for weddings. Your audience that are looking for children or sports are looking just for children or sports. They're looking for things that are more specific, right? People looking for engagement photos, and that kind of thing. So why wouldn't you have 5, 6, 10 websites just on photography? Okay, so say for example, you want to go ahead and you have, let's say, wedding photo guy, weddingguy.com or girl, whatever you want to make it. Number 2 is, let's say, senior, like, you know, senior photos for high school, senior photoshoots.com or whatever. The next one, and then you got sportsclicks.com, and you've got all these websites now working for you. It's all under one brand, or, you know, in a way, you're still doing it. You only need one company, one subsidiary. You don't think about the legal problems here, because once you have one, it's, you know, taking the money, the fees, the legal part of it is still under one branch or umbrella. You just have different domains. So now all of a sudden, with time, people will get to know you because, hey, somebody that's doing weddings, they're personally interacting with you. And then eventually, hey, if they might need people or kids that have senior photo shoot 10 years later, then by all means, they might go ahead and do that. Or children photography a year or two later, that's fine. They already know you do photography and you build that reputation. But the thing is remember, the person looking for a wedding is not gonna want all the content and information about school, sports, and events. You're just cluttering things. Not to mention when you're doing it specific, now all of a sudden you're an expert in that division. So why not look at making things as specific as possible to really getting the sale? And you could have 5 of these, 10 of these. And what you're doing is you're building a network. Think network, right? So if I was to go ahead and, here's another idea, create, let's say, a podcast network. Let's say I was looking at a podcast network. and you're doing something more online based. Well, one website, you could say a top list of podcasts. So that's kind of one. The second one could be reviews of gear. So now you've got this. The third website could be a membership portal for people interviews, where they pay like $10 a month. People want to interview one another. So it's an interview connection. So that's what you're doing. Number 4, what you're doing is you could sell educational material. So you've now got this network, because now they all point to one and the other. But the reviews gear can grow, and it's focused on that. The top list can grow, and it's focused on that. And that's really what builds and drives a big business, is the network. And it's the same thing that we do. Actually, what you've noticed is I've got videoacorn.com, which my team kind of does a lot of video production, YouTube, and so forth, because they do that anyway for me. So as we get clients and pick things up, my team goes ahead, and as we have downtime, I take breaks, they go ahead and work on other clients. So it just keeps them busy, active, and just slowly grows my team anyway, allowing me to have more resources allocated in different areas. But we also do web design or websites for local companies. So here we have localdrip.com. Do we do podcast things? Absolutely. So all this is kind of business networking. It's a little different than the photography side or a podcast thing. Then we do podcast color. So to edit a podcast. So there's another one, podcastcolor.com. Or here's another one, 5-star author for book-related people who are interested in proofing, editing, cover design, that kind of stuff, coaching. It's all under kind of this network. And we're continuing to expand things. Here's another one, Social Fire Pro. So when we're looking at Pinterest, socialfirepro.com, Pinterest management, Pinterest designs. Again, so you can see we've got design for book covers, we got design for Pinterest, we got design for podcast covers, we've got design for YouTube thumbnails. So a lot of that design overlaps. So many of the things do overlap, and you're just creating it different business centric. So that's the right approach. That's the way you build a network, and that's how you really ramp things up in a business. Anyways, I hope you found this video helpful, insightful, and gave you some things to think about as far as building your network. Don't forget to check out some of the other great freebies I have on my website at backstageincome.com. You can also get those freebies by clicking the link right here down below. Check out some other great videos that I've posted, or subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're brand new. Thanks again for joining me, and remember to do what you love, contribute to other people, but most importantly, live life abundantly. I'll see you in the next one.